Now, this video is going to be a little toxic. Let me explain why.
Guys, if a woman's interest in you only tends to increase when you begin pulling away from her, then remember, this is not love. This is ego at play. A healthy woman, a healthy relationship, a healthy dynamic does not require a bunch of games.
Yeah,
Guys,
but the crazy thing is that it works, right? It works to increase her interest. It works to get them chasing, but it depends on the severity of how much you pull away and how often you do this. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper on this topic so I can show you exactly how to do it correctly. Let's begin with the video.
The most common complaints that I get from clients is what happens when you finally had enough? How people all of a sudden change as soon as you're over it. As soon as you wake up that one day and you're like, you know what? I'm sick of their bullshit. I'm sick of their disrespect. I'm sick of it. You start getting ready to leave, and they sense the energy shift. And all of a sudden, they start behaving exactly how you wanted them to. It's a frustrating thing because it's a common thing you see across all cultures. I remember when I was moving out of my mom's house, we were fighting a lot, and she was fighting with me, man. I smoke weed, but you know. Anyways, so she didn't know I had a YouTube channel. Actually, she didn't know that. All she saw was a dude being in bed all day. When in reality, I was working on my YouTube channel. And the last day came, and I was ready to leave. She didn't know that. But that week, I noticed that she was really nice. She was. And I remember I was sick of her. I'm not even gonna lie, I was sick of it. And I was sick of getting at me for everything, to be honest with you. And when she saw me pack up, you could tell that she was like, something's different about this guy, you know? And she wouldn't bother me. She wouldn't do the things that would annoy me, like opening the door without knocking. You know, she showed a little bit more respect, right? And I'm like, sorry, Mom, I'm moving to New York City today. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, Mom, come on, man. I gotta go. And she would text me. She would be super sweet. But that only happened when she knew that I didn't depend on her. When she knew that, because before that, she knew that I didn't have any other alternative, right? I could only live in her house. And a lot of people, not just her, a lot of people get comfortable with that. And they feel like they could push a button because they know that, you know, you depend on them, right? She's not a bad person, by the way. Like everyone is, I'm flawed, she's flawed. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that as a mean thing. But what I really think happens is it's in your nonverbal cues. When you are tired of people's bullshit, it's like if people know like when they're about to get fired, right? When they're about to get fired, you could sense that the boss doesn't talk to you that much. If he does, there's a certain coldness. But that coldness creates a sense of panic inside your mind. And it causes you to be more pleasing, to be more nice, to be more submissive, to do things more, and to do it on time, right? It's almost like when, like the Dickens, where when he knew he was dead, he said, please, I'll make sure to do it. I'll make sure to be a good person. But you only start to realize what you have to do or how to treat the person when you can sense that they're pulling away. And that's really what you have to do, is that sometimes we got to maintain our relationships. It's because naturally it's going to atrophy into disrespect a lot of the times. People get comfortable. It's like life. If you don't remember that you're going to die one day, you're going to take your life for granted. That's just a fact. And we get way too comfortable with that reality. And so you have to, as an exercise that I do, and we teach this in my course, Emotional Mastery, is see death everywhere. You know, see that one day you're going to die. When you see an older person, imagine them being young. When you see a younger person, imagine them being old. Allow death to be a continual presence in your life to sober you up. And so it's the same thing with this, right? Where some people are more ungrateful than other people, and you have to remind them that this is not forever. Naturally, humans are afraid of death, and so we unconsciously try to convince ourselves that we're not going to die. And one of the ways that we try to convince ourselves is through the illusion that me and you are going to be here forever. Me and you, we're going to love each other forever. Or my love is unconditional. My love is forever. These are all abstract ways, not abstract, but all ephemeral ways of avoiding death, avoiding that things end. And naturally, what that happens is that you stop appreciating what's in front of you. You start taking them for granted. But then, most importantly, they start feeling neglected. Letting them sense that you have different sides to your personality, knowing that if you cross my boundary, I could get really messy, I could get really petty with you, knowing that if you cheat on me, I will leave you, knowing that if you hit me or call me names, I will leave you, knowing that, hey, I like you and I want you. But there's a certain way of talking and dealing with me that I will not tolerate. Like there's a certain way of talking to me, and if you can't give me that or treating me, if you can't give me that, I'm gonna leave. We're also afraid of showing that. Not that we're afraid, but we forget to show that because we just get so raptured in love. We get so we want to make them so happy. We feel so anxious at finally finding somebody that likes us, that we are afraid of losing them. You got to treat them carelessly, meaning stop being so careful. Stop trying to send the right text. Stop trying to sit the right way. Just be yourself. Be, as long as you have the capacity and willingness to walk away, everything falls into place. Your nonverbal cues will be correct. The way you move and walk will be correct. The text messages you send will be correct. If you continually just keep your hand on your sword and shield, never putting it down, not even for a friend, if you continually keep that in your mind, you don't have to watch my videos. You will do exactly what you have to do. There's a certain intelligence that we access whenever we are in different states of mind. When we feel needy and creepy, there's a certain way of acting that's unconscious. And when we have access to a certain level of stupidity that we wouldn't have otherwise. And you can't help yourself, actually. You have no control over that part. But whenever you have self-control, there's a certain level of intelligence that you actually have access to, where you're not consciously aware that you're doing everything correctly. It's like doing math equations correctly without even thinking about it. Right? You do that by getting in the right state of mind. And all of a sudden, everything you do is correct. When you feel happy, you talk to people like this. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you, man. If somebody rejects you and you still feel happy, somebody says, I don't like you, and you feel happy, oh, my fault, man, I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, that's fine. You do everything correctly. You show positive body language, your movement is positive, and it creates a positive impression. You feel insecure and somebody rejects you. Oh, okay, sorry, okay, my fault. And no matter how much I tell you, you can't override those automatic, oh my God, Alex is gay. You can't override those automatic behavior. You really can't. It's automatic. And too many people watch these videos to try to fix an unconscious behavior. What governs your unconsciousness? The resentments you have, your traumas. If you just focus on healing your resentments towards the opposite sex, you will do everything that you have to do correctly. There's no need to think. It's like how mindset shift, right? Sometimes it's not about how to start a business. If you have the wrong mentality, no amount of information is going to override a bad mentality, because the mentality leads to the little things, the behavior, the little ideas, the little decisions that really don't make a difference, don't seem like to make a difference, but it does. Because when you're nervous, and I tell you, okay, speak calmly, and you're nervous, you can't. You could try for 5 seconds, but eventually you're going to atrophy to what you were. So what I'm trying to tell you is, at the core of all of this, it's the mentality that I'm willing to walk if you don't treat me the way I deserve to be treated. If you just get that part, everything falls into place. You'll do everything that's correct with your family. You'll do everything that's correct with your kids. You'll do everything that's correct at your job. You'll do everything that's correct in a relationship, if you just have this mentality. But the problem is that fear, your reaction to fear, is what causes you to not be able to do this. You gotta remove all of your fears, and you confront your fears by taking action. Meaning, like for example, I go to meditation retreats, and one of the things that I'm afraid of is feeling this anxiety feeling in that I feel on my chest. And I'm gonna give you an example of what fear means. I go there and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be hard. 10 days of wanting to fucking leave. And you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. It's gonna be too painful. That's fear. I don't want to have to feel this, and I don't want to have to pay the price to down-regulate this. That's fear. Because I think I can't do that. That's me succumbing to my fear. Overcoming my fears doesn't mean not feeling my fear. Overcoming my fears mean, oh, fuck, 10 days. Okay, let's do it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, the anxiety is there. Let me keep meditating. It goes down and then it comes up again. It goes down and then it comes up again. That fear, all of a sudden, is confronted. It doesn't go away. It goes away, but it diminishes. Good job. Now you're battle tested. The next time this happens, you already have a frame of reference. Somebody pulls away. You're left with a feeling of anxiety. Now you have two choices: relieve the anxiety by getting the validation, or sit your goofy butt down and observe that feeling. That's how you overcome it. Now you're confronting your fears. Now you're allowing yourself to feel the fear, the panic that you don't want to feel because it doesn't feel good. Now you're sitting there and observing it, making eye contact, not blinking, looking at it eyeball to eyeball like a creepazoid. And over time, those things diminish. But then something beautiful happens. You're not aware of this. Your behavior is changing. Your partner, she could tell, like, if I'm with a girl, she could tell. She's like, he's not following after me? The fuck? He's not angry? So this usually angers him. Interesting. All of those things are things that you can never consciously do correctly. It only happens as a cascading effect of of changing your mind. Does that make sense? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. In fact, if you guys want to learn more about this, I always recommend check out my course, Emotional Mastery. I'm going to give you guys an ad right after this video. It'll talk about it. Anyways, take care. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women, but what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you, so that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature, the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date, using vulnerability, online games, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.